The magic of the microphone. The magic of the microphone. The magic of the microphone. What do they say? Lewitt are quite new to me. They've got good website, lots of information. I've watched some video about how the company started. Seems like a very serious thing. I think there was some Austria with something to do with AKG. So more on that later. Anyway, what they say about this one is that it's a condenser clarity on stage. It's a condenser vocal mic. I believe it's electret. Clear, precise condenser sound. Durable materials for longevity. Cardioid polar pattern. Switch available. The one I've got doesn't have a switch. Anything else that I've got here? I've done the unboxing. Well, I'm going to do the unboxing and look at all the bits and bobs. I'm going to put that in now, and I'll see you on the other side. Another microphone from the Rockbottom Connection. Lewitt MTP 350 CM. Transparency in motion, but we're not going to get into all that now. We're just going to unbox the thing and see what's what. As with the other Lewitt, rather nice box. All the stuff there. I didn't look on the other one. Sorry about that. So it's a back electret condenser. Anyway, we're not going to get into all that. Contact us for questions and suggestions. I've noticed, if you look on their website, very good. From what I can see. This is from Rockbottom again. Let's see. What's in the box? What's in the box? Well, yep. Quick start guide. Have a quick look. A sticker. Again, trying to keep any possibility of greasy mitts off this because it's not mine. Warranty card. Quick start guide. Oh. Seem to be two of them. Oh well. Better two than none, I guess. We have, as far as I can tell, same case as with the other. Must be the Lewitt cases. Which do the job, it seems to me. Again, as with the other, the foam with it's got that in there, two of them in there, which is nice to have. I won't open this because it's the same as the other one, and when I review, I'll use the other one, the other clip from the other Lewitt, because obviously the less intrusive I am, the better it is when it comes to be sold. Once again, this is just a spacer, so the body rests there. This one has an internal foam in the bag, but I think the other one was, they've been used a demonstration type mics, so anything you see is not me. Anything you think might be not damaged exactly, but used looking, it's not me. Here it is. Going to clean it up before I send it back, obviously, get rid of my fingerprints. Those weren't mine, I don't think, but anyway. Gold-plated pins. A bit more light. Yeah, feels good. Get the feeling it's a bit smaller than the other one. I don't know. We shall see. Again, good threads. Foam again in there. Thinner, I think, at this point than on the dynamic. And then looks a little like the Neumann KMS 105, but doesn't mean anything very much really. Another gauze across the top there. kind of see through it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Oh, does that work? Not really. Anyway. Quite fancy suspension there. Let's see how that works. Yeah. Wow. Very lossy in all directions. But on this one doesn't seem to fit so well. Seems to have been cut well. Oh, in there, if you're interested, there's another finer mesh, finer grill underneath the external one. Anyway, don't think I'll get involved in that. Make sure I don't. I see it butts up against there. It's got a bit wrinkled, but needs to be a bit shorter, really. Seems to me. Once again, would appear to be very well made, but we're more interested in how it sounds. Which we shall get on with, or I shall, in due course. Very good. I'm going to look at, first of all, at the frequency chart and see if there's anything I can make of that. Well, I'm looking at the chart, and again, I can tell it's not going to suit me, but might suit you. Again, difficult to say because there's no proximity trace, and it really does dive off. Wow, under 300 or so hertz, looks to me. Yeah, little bump just there, just below 500, reasonably flat, and then once again, kind of a couple of peaks, but up and down at the top there, starting at around, what's that, 5K, another present peaky type thing, little bump above that, and up it goes. But this one does go to 20K. Whether you can hear that, it's another matter. Well, you might be able to. But for me, it's that disappearing low end, because I like mine flat to 50, and then it'll help with proximity to trace under that. Once again, I say I like to see the proximity traces, and I wish mic manufacturers could agree on just having everything the same increments, the same, so it makes it easy to see at a glance. Fit, finish, feel, cable, clip, switch. There's no switch on this one. Again, nicely made. No complaints, whatever. The clip is, I've just done a review of the other one. I don't know when I'm going to release them, whether they'll be the same or whatever. So it's the same clip. And once again, very good. Probably the same body, I think, from what I can remember. Again, with this adjustment on the side there, which is good. No problems with that. All the rest of it are fine. My muted, of course. Yeah, this fits the Neutrik XLR. I'll line it up. Very nice. No rattling or wobbling around. So again, the build of these Lewitt mics seems to me, of course, durability, who knows how long it's going to last, but seems to be very fine. Seems very, very promising. Size-wise, here it is compared to an SM58. So rather like the one before, the dynamic one I looked at in the other video, just a little bit larger, but much the same. And much the same, seems to me. So what I'm going to do is see if I team them up with a couple of other mics that I think might be another option. So here's another, for whatever reason, because it's an electret condenser, which is the Sennheiser e865. This one happens to have a switch on it. And then this is kind of out of the ballpark. It's the AKG 636 master reference, kind of similar looking. No, I don't know. I didn't see this on the web, but the guy at the shop said that the people who set up Lewitt used to work for AKG. I don't know. They do look a bit similar, but I think this is full condenser. True condenser is much more expensive, but because of maybe there's that connection, it could be completely wrong. Don't know, but certainly they look a bit. Let's just to say they look a bit similar. So that's why. Not a good reason, is it? I'm going to use this then and compare it. But I think I've been fiddling about, and I think it's worth, even though this is more expensive, having that comparison. What do I notice immediately? We shall see. I'm going to tell you what I notice immediately. Tidy up my desk a little bit here. I'm going to move on to the from the SV33 to the 350 CM. Now I'm on the 350 CM. Now I'm on the 350 CM. What do I notice immediately? I noticed the s, s, s. S, s, s. Do you want to get rid of it? Not yet. I can just switch the thing on. S, s, s. Just to give you an idea, maybe. S, 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 s. That's taken that down. S, s, s. It's taken it down. Quite a bit I've had to turn it. S, s, s. Anyway, I'm going to leave it flat because your voice might not be like, I'm not particularly sibilant. And I noticed there, yes, I noticed that, I'm going to call it speed, around about there. But with the speed, of course, there's every time I do that, it's on top as well. A little bit disturbing for me. Anyway, I do notice that. Anything else do I notice? I do notice that I'm truncated at the low end. As I said on the other video, I mean, this is just vocal tailoring, but I do wonder, like, whose voice are you tailoring it for, man? I know. I think it must be for the person that, I'm going to turn it down, just grabs their mic. These are fairly inexpensive at 139. And just going to go up there and can't really be bothered now there. You see, it balances out a bit better, doesn't it? But it means I haven't got anything more than that. And it gets a little bit woofy. Oh, Lord. Calm. Oh, sure. So, whose voice? Vocal take in here. Whose voice? Obviously not mine. But Lewitt have got some other interesting mics. It's about 600 or 700 condenser with all sorts of switches, and the switches do some cutting, which I assume means, even though I'm talking now, I can hear the part of my voice is missing. I assume means that if I don't cut, it's going to be there. So it might be horses for courses, and I realise the kind of stuff I do, I'm probably going to need a high-end mic. That's what I'm into anyway, and this isn't designed for that. So, but it does seem to me to be fast and clear. So that's what I noticed immediately. I know it's not for me, but it might be for you. It might be for you. It does all right, you know. Yeah, might be for you. I might compare it to the Neumann KMS 105, but I probably won't because I'm going to take it back. So, anyway, that's what I noticed immediately. 33, 33, 33, 33, the 33, the 33, moving over. The Lewitt, the Lewitt. Ooh, round there. I like round there. Sounds good. Going back to 33. Going back to the 33. Now I'm on the 33. I'm on the third. But even there, when I'm at that pitch, can you hear there's a kind of there's something underneath. Ha 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 ha. Can you hear even up there? There's some weight that's been removed. So depends on what you want to do. And as I say, £139. So hiss, breath. Well, I noticed, yeah, got to be a little bit careful with that if you're sibilant, but you can just on the desk get rid of it. Breath seems to me to be fast. Seems to be nicely delineated in there. This seems to be nicely delineated in there as well, but you see when I do the in there, oh, of course, it's very expensive and it's a studio condenser, so, but there are stage condensers that can do that too. SR314. Back on the Lewitt, there, as soon as I go back on it, I feel a little bit cheated, but that's my voice and my thing. Hum, tone, Seems fine for me. Pops, proximity, close and far, polar pattern. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Does a good job. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. You're going to get it, obviously. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Who do you think you're fooling? Who do you think you're fooling? Who? Of course, if you do that, but you know, don't want to go on about it again. I've done a video on this. There's ways of mitigating that. Yeah. So I'm going to need to keep it a bit closer for me. Tone, done the tone really. Oh, proximity, close and far. Here it is close, taking it away, taking it away, taking it away, taking it away, taking it away. Seems to maintain things pretty well, actually. Taking it away, bringing it back in closer. Let me turn the volume up a bit. Here it is further away, of course you're going to get more hiss, which we're going to come on to in a minute, which is good. Bring it closer, bring it closer, bring it closer. Yeah, you can hear. Bring it closer, bring it closer. Nice and smooth. Bring it closer, bring it closer. Now you can start to hear a bit of that proximity. I'm going to put the volume back down to where it was. Bring it closer, and then really we get what proximity there is comes in there. Polar pattern. They said cardioid, didn't they? Here we are, coming round to the side. Coming round to the side, 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 coming round. There's a rejection. There's a rejection. Oh, there's a rejection. There's a rejection. There's a rejection. Very good. There's a rejection. There's a rejection. Yeah, very good. No complaints on that at all. That I noticed a bit handling noise. It's a bit sort of one-notey, isn't it? So, you know. Just, yeah. Induced noise. Going to mute and then unmute. There will be some from the desk. Let me give you an idea. I'm going to mute and unmute this one. No, I was going to mute and unmute these, but they're all condensers, so that's no good. So if you give me a second, I'll stick the SM58 on one of them. Muting and unmuting the SM58. It's on now. This is the 350. This is the 350. This is the 350. This is the Sennheiser 865. 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 This is the Lewitt 350. This is the Lewitt. It's up there that the Lewitt's got that, more than got that, 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 got. It's a bit more open there, I think. This is the Lewitt. This is the Lewitt. This is the Lewitt. This is the Sennheiser. This is the Sennheiser. This is the Sen. High, 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 high. Sennheiser sounds a little bit, I was going to say thicker. Whatever you hear. Back on the Lewitt, and I'm going to compare to the similar looking-ish, somewhat more expensive, Austria also, or designed in Austria, maybe made somewhere else. Same maybe for this. Austrian origin, I should say perhaps. AKG. This is the 350. This is the 350. This is the 350. This is the 350. This is the 636. This is the 636, which is nice. This is not the 350. 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 This is the 350. This is the 350. So, again, that, but I'm not sure this has got any less of that. It's just that there's what's going on underneath balances it up. It doesn't leave it so exposed to me. So in my voice, anyway, yeah, that's a little bit too, that's a bit too exposed considering there isn't the underneath there. I find that a little bit too exposed. I find that a little bit too exposed. I find that is not quite as so exposed. It seems a bit sweeter as well. I think it is sweeter. 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 Not so sweet. Not so sweet, but not bad. I think that's about it. There you go. Looking forward to trying some of their other mics. that Rockbottom, which I'm going to put the thing on the end there. That's actually they've got their studio mics. Ooh. They haven't got the one I'm after. Trying. It's about £600 to £700. It's Croydon, man. People don't spend that kind of money on mics. Well, who has got it? But maybe they'll get it in for me. Maybe they'll contact Lewitt, because they seem to have quite a few Lewitt mics. And maybe we can get something going there, because I'd really like to try that one. And there's some other stuff I'm going to be trying as well. So, yeah, my future is occupied for a while, whereas I was running a bit dry. So I hope that's been of some use to you. And see you next time. Adios. So what is the Rockbottom Connection? Well, Rockbottom's a music shop over the road from me, established in 1974. In 1979, I bought my Fender Super Twin reverb amplifier there. I've still got it and it still works. And they do all sorts of microphones, as you can see. Obviously Shure, Lewitt, Yamaha, all sorts, stage and studio. And they've got some second-hand mics, audio interfaces, all sorts of good stuff. And as you can see, loads of electric guitars. And if you're into them, I'm not so much, but acoustic guitars. And there you can see also keyboards. I do PA. And here you can see, obviously, electric guitar amplifiers. And as if that's not enough, upstairs, they've got a drum section. And also cymbals and percussion. And they do servicing and repair of all sorts. Also, they've got 7 rehearsal rooms. You can see a couple of the smaller ones there. So you can do your stuff. You can come and try some mics out down in the rehearsal rooms and get a kind of real-world feel for it. Yeah, it's in Croydon. You can buy stuff, of course, and get in touch if there's particular things you want. Anyway, my idea then is that I can... there are a fair few mics. I get mates rates if I hire them and check them out. So that's the plan.